Bodgies and Widgies, and welcome back to the channel. What is this? Bodgie from Australia making a vlog? Well, yeah, we are handheld, and look at the 5-foot aquarium behind me. It is completely empty. Now, in this video, I'll be taking you to the brand new fish room. We're going to have a complete walkthrough of that place, and I'll show you everything that's new, all the plans, the aquariums that I've finalized, all that sort of stuff, and then we'll come back to this place, and I'll show you what the heck has happened with all of the aquariums around me, because the last time you saw this aquarium was in my Oscar Care Guide, hustling and bustling full of fish, and now it is bone dry empty. I'll talk about that in a little bit as well, but enough talking here. Let's go to the new fish room and then we'll come back to this room. Here we are in the brand new fish room. Oh, it is absolutely blistering cold. Have a look outside. It is raining, it's damp, it's flooding. It's terrible, terrible weather here, and we don't have heating hooked up yet. But it's coming along, and I wanted to give you an update on the fish room because a lot's changed. We are very, very close to being moved into this place. Probably exactly a month from when you're seeing this video, if not less. And I'll talk to you about the timeline of, what's still to happen. But I'll take you outside. We'll start from inside the house and then work backwards to this place in the fish room, and I'll just show you everything that we've got going on here. Like I said, we'll start outside just to give you a bit of orientation. The garage is right there, super easy to bring things in and out. That's the door handle. And then we've got a hallway. So this fish room is actually a part of the house. It's a purpose-built fish room that is, actually in a livable space in the property. It's not like in a shed or something like that. And it's not an ex-bedroom like I have at the moment. But we've got main lighting controls over here outside the room. I'll turn off the lights here for you. So we've got a total of 4 downlights. These 2 downlights are controlled by switch number 1, and then we've got the 2 over here, switch number 2. The middle one is the exhaust, and the exhaust is right up there, super neat, and that's perfect if I'm ever doing anything smelly in the fish room. We'll turn the exhaust off. But yeah, super neat if I'm doing anything smelly, I'm feeding some fish, I'm cleaning out filters. You know that raw, earthy, organic smell you can get from your aquariums? That's perfect just to let that run. Right under it, we have got my sink. Perfect. I have wanted a sink in my fish room for the longest time, and this is a very, very neat, very nice looking sink. I was very worried when I was told there would be like a trough installed here, and I just thought it would be one of those industrial, really silver looking ones, but this is super neat. I love that very minimalistic look that it has, and these sort of curved, rounded edges on the doors. We've got a bit of storage space there, but that's all waterproofed and still needs to be hooked up because obviously there's no faucet, but that's there. It's awesome. And then the tap will be installed, and we've got a really big, space in the sink as well to clean stuff up. That tap will be teed off with a manifold so I can run all my auto water changes across the entire fish room. But I'll also just mention the dimensions. So this door is 80 centimeters long. It's about 2 meters something tall. Very, very high ceilings. This whole room is about 4.1 meters, or yeah, about 4 meters, something like that across. And then wide is just a tad under 3 meters. So it's actually the same footprint of the fish room that I have currently, but it's a lot more purpose built. So it'll be way more space efficient, usage efficient, everything like that. Now, moving along from the floor drain. Oh, I just stepped on. What was that? A bit of plastic. But there is my floor drain, which will be peak whenever I'm running auto water changes, but it's also a great redundancy to have in case one of the tanks start leaking, whatever it might be. Really good peace of mind to have that there. And then right above the floor drain, we've got the first set of power points. This room has a total of 8 plug points. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then right on the other side, the flip side, we've got 7, 8 individual plug points. And electricity-wise, the entire house is on solar. So in that regard, it's super sustainable. The house is entirely on rainwater as well, but we can also get water delivered if there's a period where we're lacking rain, stuff like that. But what I mean by this room being on its own circuit is if the house, for example, trips power, the fish room will still stay running. if the fish room trips power, the house will still stay running, which is it's an issue that we all encounter if we have a fish room. I've encountered a couple of times in the current fish room where a bit of water will, just touch one of the plug points and it just trips the entire house. So I didn't want that happening. Plus, again, more redundancy, especially living remote in regional Australia. It's good to have these redundancies in hand because your local convenience store or hardware store or aquarium store is a little while away. But that's really good in terms of plug points, 8 individual plug points. And then I'll flip you guys back around. So this whole wall over here is pretty much the longest uninterrupted wall that we've got, and that's where the 2 big displays of this fish room will be going. So they are both 6 feet long, 3 feet tall, and 2.5 feet wide. One of them is already in Australia because they were custom built. The other one is still arriving, but it'll probably only arrive towards the end of September or October, which gives us plenty of time to set up one of them, and then we'll know exactly what to replicate in the other. But basically, one of the systems will be for my Australian lungfish, so that'll be Lungfish Lagoon, and then this other one, I'm not entirely sure of what I want to do. I'm thinking a big South American peaceful community with, some smaller fish, community stuff like wild angelfish, really unique things that don't get too big, but, just this big, massive community tank would look really cool. But recently, I have also been thinking to maybe do a saltwater tank, a really big saltwater aquarium, because I do love my saltwater, and the contrast between fresh and salt, well, salt and fresh, whichever way I do it, I think will look really, really neat as well. But I'd love to hear your thoughts of that in the comment section down below. Then right up there, we've got the heating and cooling. So this room is on its very own heating and cooling zone. So we've got the big central system, but I was able to have this area all to myself. So it's completely been zoned off, which means I can heat and cool this room in however way I want to. If I don't want to run any heaters in the tanks and I notice that heating the room is a lot more efficient, I can definitely do that, which is perfect. And then we get to the sliding door. Can you move? What are you doing? Get out of here.
We're leaving.
Oh, okay, I'll come in a second. We've got the glass sliding door. So this is a 1.1 meter sliding door, which gives me plenty of access to bring things in and out. Obviously, right now you can see it's super muddy, but we'll have concrete all along there, which gives me perfect spots to put a bit of water storage if I want to, or some ponds outside. Perfect. And yeah, just being able to move things in and out. There is also a tap right on that corner there, so I can rinse things out outside, make a complete mess, and it won't affect this fish room, and I can just keep that as like the little utility sink. Then we flip around to this wall, and this one is just going to be pretty simple. I'm not entirely sure yet, but I think I'll have my work desk. Because I do work from home most of the week, it'll be neat to have my work desk in the fish room. And then here, I think I might have some quarantine tanks or some breeding tanks, just some nano stuff that'll be, isolated and away from the primary displays. But it's what we've got going on. So I'd love to hear your thoughts on anything that you think I should do, fish I should keep, or just thoughts that you have on this place and what you think of it, and also freshwater community or saltwater aquarium. I'd love to hear your thoughts on that. Alrighty, Bodgies and Widgies, well that is a complete update of the brand new fish room. From the time this video comes out, we should be moving in exactly about 3 to 4 weeks, so not long at all. I think the exact date is around about the 10th of August, 10th to the 15th of August, and the second we move in, we are setting up that brand new 6-foot Australian lungfish aquarium. I'm so excited to get that system up and running. I've been slowly collecting all of the equipment that's needed. There's still a couple of pretty expensive purchases I need to make, but I'm just waiting until we get a little bit closer to the date so I don't have, a ton of equipment that I have to carry over to the new room, those sorts of things. Now, if you want to follow along with this journey of me setting up that new room and us changing the kind of videos that we make as a channel, then you have the option to subscribe to this channel as well. And if you did want to, giving this video a thumbs up gives me such a massive, massive help. Now, I won't be making a lot of vlog style videos like this unless you don't like it. So if you do enjoy this format of video, feel free to let me know in the comment section down below. I definitely do prefer making the more traditional sit in front of the camera and talk to you style videos. This is a very new experience for me, filming an entire video start to finish like a vlog. So any sort of input that you could give me is going to go a long way, and it's going to be highly appreciated. The other thing I did want to quickly mention, all the support that you've been giving me has helped me so much with this channel, and primarily the main reason that I'm going as extreme as I am with my new fish room is because so many of you watch my videos, and that support really gives me so much energy to go bigger and better with the projects that I do. Now, my channel was recently given the opportunity to start hosting members, which is basically where it's like a subscription service. You can pay a small amount per month, and that will give you access to more behind the scenes content, member exclusive videos, and a bit more of a one-on-one interaction sort of situation in this community. Nothing in terms of the videos that I'm going to be making weekly are going to change at all, but it just gives you a little bit more extra content, and the little financial support that you provide helps me so much with not only the growth of my channel, but also the kind of crazy things that I want to do in the new fish room. But I'll leave that with you. The amounts are pretty minimal, and if you did want to help the channel a little bit more, you'll see that little join button down below as well. But Bodgies and Widgies, thank you so much once again. Really, I kind of was trying to stop myself from getting a little emotional as I saw the fish room in the state that it's in. It looks amazing, and the fact that I'm even able to do something like this is purely because of the fact that this YouTube channel exists. So, wouldn't happen without you. I can't say thank you enough, but as always, I've got to put the camera down for this, because we can't do this one-handed. Hopefully we don't fall down. Are we good? Are we good? Are we good? As always, stay happy, stay safe, stay Aussie Australian. Bodgie out.